If you don't have these three things when you're starting your MSP, you're probably setting yourself up for failure, and it's like swimming with concrete shoes on. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com, and in this video, that is exactly what we are going to be covering, the three things that you need to either go develop. You may even have some of these, and you might just be missing one of them, but if you get all three of these, your likelihood of success in your MSP is so much higher than anyone else around you. You can look at Google, you could look at your peers. You know all three of these, you're going to blow past everyone else out there. My name is Harrison Barron from growth-generators.com, and we help MSPs through education and marketing grow their businesses. Before I get into today's video, I do got to let you know about a couple quick things. Number one, giveaway down below. We have added to the giveaway. We've partnered up with a company called Billways. They've thrown in some extra stuff as well as some annual subscriptions to their software, which helps MSPs less than probably about 10 employees make billing easy so we can get paid. It's the most important thing. It's a super cool product. No, I'm not sponsored by them. It's just a really cool product. I said, hey, let's work something out. I'd love to mention you guys because you guys, it is just a dream product that I absolutely wish I had years and years ago. So that's number one. Number two, masterclass, as always, down in the description down below. 5 ways to make significantly more money. It is going through the revamp. Like I said, we've already started re-recording that. And it is, as soon as it's published, I promise you, I'll let you know. But don't miss what's there, because if you miss what's there, it's never going to see the light of YouTube. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me, all right? It's just how it goes. I got to keep some secrets, you know, for the people that want the extra stuff. So that's number two. Number three is anything that I mentioned in this video is going to be down in the links down below. And number four, if you are interested in starting an MSP, it's something you're thinking about. Right now, it is currently the middle of December. Early January, I'm going to be launching the MSP Launchpad. It is going to be 6 weeks of everything that you need to go from zero to full-blown MSP, ready to do business, knowing your pricing and all of that in that 6-week period. You're not going to want to miss it out. And it's basically a steal at the price that I'm giving it away at. So definitely go check that out. So let's get into today's video. Number one, you have to understand your customer needs and industry trends. Now, it's kind of a two-parter there, but hear me out. When you understand your customer, everything in the MSP world becomes so freaking easy. Let me explain. Let's put ourselves in the shoes of Chuck E. Cheese. We all know Chuck E. Cheese as a store or establishment that sells mediocre pizza but provides games for kids. It would be really weird if they started changing all of their marketing towards adults. It just wouldn't feel right. Same thing with Dave & Buster's. Dave & Buster's is the adult Chuck E. Cheese, but they only cater it for the most part towards teenagers up to adults. And a lot of times it's usually adults in their videos. Understanding your customers and their needs is so incredibly important. And the reason being is, as much of a technology company as we all are, in your MSP, we have the latest and greatest tools, everything that we want to play with, all the latest technology, and just machines on machines that we can configure and test stuff out on. The important thing to remember is, at the end of the day, an MSP is actually a service company. People call in or put a request in to get serviced. And that's the big difference that a lot of unsuccessful MSPs don't understand why they're not growing. They're like, well, I'm not growing. I'm using ConnectWise. I'm using Acronis for backup. I have an incredibly talented staff that knows exactly how to figure out every single technology issue, but I'm just not growing it the way that I want to grow. It's because you're not treating your business like a service-based business. There's a major difference there. If you wanted to be a software company, go develop a software. But if you want to be an MSP, you have to understand, at the end of the day, you are a service-based business, and you have to give white glove service. When you go to a super fancy restaurant, they're super attentive. You always have water, all of that. That is what you should be providing for every single customer every single time. You are a service-based business. And if you're not sure who your customers are or who you think they are, Go grab the MSP buyer persona. It's down in the links below, but you can literally write out exactly who you want to go target. Demographics, psychographics, behaviors and habits. We'll even creep down to the next one. Pain points. What is that customer constantly dealing with? Is it actually tech issues? Is it my poor son over here now? But is it printer issues? Is it connectivity? Is it Wi-Fi? Think about it all of the time. And what's going to help you what's going to help you grow is staying ahead of who you're trying to target. What's the latest and greatest? I want full submersion in that industry. I'm not saying if you're focusing on dentists, you have to go become a dentist. But I promise you, the amount of knowledge that you're going to gain going to a dental convention, while you might not think it's that interesting, you're going to bump shoulders and you're going to talk to a lot of people and you're going to get a lot of business cards, looking actively for my stack of business cards on my desk, of potential clients. And they're going to give you tons and tons of good information that is going to make your company infinitely more successful because you were proactive in going out and staying ahead of those trends. That's the key thing. What are the main software players? What do they actually require? Server in-house? Is it to the cloud? How are they doing encryption? Getting involved in that is only going to make you a better MSP every single time over and over and over again. So it's number one, a deep understanding of your customers and the industry trends that follow it. Has to be done. Number one, most important. By the way, if you've made it this far in the video, I would love a like button, maybe even a subscribe button. And if you want to take our relationship a little more seriously, hit that little notification bell. I would really appreciate it. So number two, a robust technical infrastructure and expertise. Now, if you're somebody that's like, I want to be an MSP or want to own an MSP because I've seen how much money there is, fantastic. You might need to partner up with somebody or get some money that you can afford high quality technicians. That is super, super important. If you don't go out and figure out what your weaknesses are, growing that business is going to be so much more challenging. And part of that is also your continuous learning. There are tons of resources, this YouTube channel being an example, but tons and tons of resources on the internet. You have Lawrence Systems, you have Linus Tech Tips of learning the technology. I'm sure that that's probably not what everyone's struggling with, but you have to understand that knowing their technology is only half the battle. You have to be able to service these people and provide them an incredible experience every single time and make sure that whatever you're deploying is reliable and scalable. No company that's paying thousands of dollars a month is going to want to see, oh, you guys have to scale up. We'll wait for you. No big deal. You're fired. They don't care. Your job as an MSP is to create that scalability for not only your business, but allowing your clients to scale as well. And you have to think about that consistently. What is the best way that you can service these people? And what is the best way to build an infrastructure that makes their lives easier and hopefully your life easier as well? There's two parts to that. If you miss either one of those, you're going to be like everybody else. You're going to be struggling. You're going to be worried about where your next customer is going to be. You're going to be thinking about like, oh, you know what? I could have made this better. And at the end of the day, you're going to be upset with yourself for not going out and following what this video says. I'm not trying to threaten anybody, but every single MSP that I've spoken to, hundreds of them, have all said the exact same things. It only boils down to these. And last but not least, if you don't have this already, a strong business mentality and figuring out where opportunities lie. I've covered a lot of this on as far as, and I'm going to pull up my screen here, having that MSP map, right? Fully lays out what's involved in here. By the way, I know a lot of you guys wanted to print this out. I'm working with a designer to get this reformatted. You'll be able to actually go on my website, print it out as far as a poster and be able to hang it up. But going through this, and if you want the PDF, there's always a link down below for this. But knowing this is super important. Having the wherewithal or the know-withal to say, hey, your audience, how are they going to find you? Google ads, Facebook ads? Are they going to find you through your local chamber of commerce? Are they going to find you through business directories? Are you doing a ton of SEO? Are you creating content? How are they finding you? What kind of freebies would somebody want to go through and grab that would give you their information? I have a couple of these. Are you doing lead generation? Or are you doing prospecting? You do the hard work, or you create content that does the hard work, and following these funnels all the way down. This one is getting redesigned in the process. I'm sorry, there's only so much I can do at one time. And then also having key tools, having a great CRM, which is Go High Level, having a great RMM and PSA tool, ConnectWise. It doesn't have to be them. It could be a Terra, it could be any of these other companies, but find what works for you. A CRM is mandatory. That is like the basic level. Go High Level, by the way. You want to hook up the channel? There's a link down below. But you have to be able to keep track of deals, people you've talked to. It would be impossible to go through this stack of business cards every single day and say, you know what? I got to call this person. Or, we had a conversation. I kind of remember it. No, your CRM is your customer relationship manager. That you have to be able to effectively manage your business. And if you realize that you're not that good at certain things, which, don't get me wrong, I am not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but employing tools, ClickUp, having employee training, building out and spending time with employees, building out systems that allow you to scale like a CRM. You're going to get an RMM and PSA tool. All of them are designed to scale with your business. You have to think about that when you're first starting out, because if you don't, you're just not starting out on the right foot. I don't care what systems you use. I'm only an affiliate of Go High Level because it's the one that I use all day, every day. I've used HubSpot, I've used Salesforce, I've used Zoho, I've used Pipedrive. There's pretty much nothing out there that I haven't used yet. Use whatever you would like, whatever you think your business is going to do the best with. But having something to be your core. You also have IT Glue, which is going to keep all of your passwords safe and secure. It's just about being a business-minded person, making billing easy for you, figuring out what your weaknesses are and tackling them. When you do this, your business will grow exponentially, right? We probably all have the technical expertise. We probably understand that we are a service-based business. Last but not least is going to be the tools, and you knowing yourself what tools you need to implement to make your life easier, to consistently grow over time. I wish I had a CRM back in the day. I like ConnectWise. It's not really a CRM. Had I had a CRM, I would have made my company even more money over and over and over again just because of keeping myself organized. I know I'm not that organized of a person, but knowing my weaknesses and using technology to help minimize those weaknesses and finding employees that are going to help pick up those areas, worth its weight in gold. So I hope this video helps. I hope you've gotten some insane value out of this video. Those are 3 things. You knock out all 3 of those things, I pretty much can guarantee you're going to have an incredibly successful MSP. Once again, you made it this far. Like button, subscribe button, notification bell. Get in the giveaway. Stop wasting time. It's only going on for another few days. Don't miss it. I'll be sad. You'll be sad. We're going to be sad together, and I don't want to be sad. If you want to check out the Launchpad, we're starting in January. Go grab that. That is in the links down below. And all the tools that you've seen up here, I will make sure I come through this one more time. You have your buyer persona, your MSP map, your ads, your lead gen versus prospecting. I might not post this one just because I want to work on it a little bit. Go High Level, your RMM PSA tool, ConnectWise is just the one that I pulled up. Everybody knows it. Go get them. It is worth its weight in gold. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for checking out my channel as always. And if this is the last video you see between now and the holidays, have a fantastic holiday. I love you guys. You guys are my family. I'll see you guys later. Bye.